Hello, friends. We meet on a day which is the new year according to the Hindu calendar, the Ugadi. We also meet on a background where the entire nation and the humanity is passing through a crisis, the crisis of the coronavirus. It's a calamity, a crisis. I remember once Churchill said, Sir Winston Churchill, never let go a good crisis a waste. What he meant was every crisis is a lesson to be learned and to become much more stronger after the crisis is over. The crisis can be of many nature. It could be because of some decision that we took which have gone wrong and a crisis has come, like a bad investment made. Or it could be a crisis that we have just been seeing, of which we are not particularly responsible. It has come on us. But how we respond to these crises, how we overcome them, that shows the character of a person or character of a nation. Look at Germany and Japan. Both were devastated in the Second World War, almost reduced to dust. But they used the crisis to come back again to be very much stronger countries. And today they are leaders in the industrial world. Take our own country, 1991, the economic crisis, the foreign exchange crisis that India faced, and how Prime Minister Narasimha Rao converted that crisis into an opportunity, and we went into the path of liberalization. Today, our country is much more stronger than what it was then. And therefore, even in the life of an individual, crises come and crises need to be handled. It all depends on us how we handle the crisis and become stronger after the crisis is over. Taking this topic, I thought let me tell you a story from Mahabharata. You are all aware that the Pandavas were sent on an exile to the Vanavasa, and they had to not only be in Vanavasa but also spend 1 year in Ajnatavasa, that means without recognizing by anybody. So when they set out, after a few years, in the forest, many rishis and munis used to come and meet them. And once when they met Vedavyasa, he told the Pandavas that you should use this crisis of Vanavasa to your advantage. You should become much more stronger. And what was the method? You procure more shastras and astras from the devas. And therefore, Arjuna and Bhima, you should now embark upon to strengthen yourself, learn new techniques, get new astras. And Vedavyasa particularly told Arjuna that Arjuna, you should go and have a penance of Lord Shiva and get the Pashupatastra from him. Pashupatastra, the more potent weapon, is available with Shiva, Lord Shiva, and you should get it. And therefore, Arjuna set out on a mission. He goes to a mountain called Indranila Parvata and then does a Ghora Tapassa. While the tapas was going on, the Lord Shiva and Parvati were pleased with his devotion and they wanted to bless him. But before they bless him, they also wanted to test him. At the same time, Kauravas did not like this. They thought this will make the balance of equation in favor of Pandavas. And they had a friend who was a demon, Asura, Mukasura. they sent him to destroy the tapas of Arjuna. So Mokasura comes in the form of a pig, and then he is about to pounce on Arjuna. At that point of time, Arjuna takes his Gandivi, aims an arrow, and suddenly shoots an arrow to that Mokasura, that pig. But something strange happens. One more arrow simultaneously comes and pricks the pig from a hunter, a mere hunter. And the hunter says, "Look, I have killed it. My arrow was the first, so therefore don't touch it." It hurts Arjuna's ego. Arjuna says, "I have done it. In fact, I aimed it, and no one aims better than me." And therefore, there is a tussle. Strangely, that hunter says, "Look, if you want to claim it, then you have to fight with me." It's a challenge thrown at Arjuna. Arjuna immediately takes his bow and arrow and starts showering arrows at that hunter. Strangely, none of his arrow goes and pierces the hunter. On the contrary, the Akshoyini, that queer, in fact, Agni had given him a queer where the arrows would be so much that they will never be empty, called Akshaya. But even then, the arrows that he had emptied, it was strange. And then the hunter sent an arrow which broke Gandivi. Again, this was something strange. Then Arjuna started fighting without arms. But every hit he should give, he would get it much more stronger by the hunter. And in fact, one blow was so strong that Arjuna virtually swooned, fell unconscious. Then he thought, there is something different about this hunter. It could not be a normal man. So he took a little bit of sand, made a small Shivalinga, and started performing puja to it. He put a flower, but that flower, instead of going onto the sand idol of Shiva, it straight and went onto the head of the hunter. Then he realized that the hunter is nobody other than Shiva. He performs the puja. He says, "Take me into your Sharanam." And then Shiva blesses him. He says, "Yes, I just wanted to test you. Tell me what you want." He says, "You know that one day Mahabharata is going to come. The war is going to be there. And I want your Pashupatastra." Shiva blesses him with Pashupatastra. He tells the mantra how it should be used and how it should not be used, how it should be taken back. And all things he teaches them. He blesses them. And that's how Arjuna comes back being much more stronger. And therefore, friends, in every crisis, we should use that crisis to become stronger, learn something new, make some new decision, make some new friends, so that when the crisis is over, you become much more stronger, like Arjuna did. I hope you like this story. I'll come back with one more story, how a curse can become a boon. A curse given to you can become a boon. What we consider to be a curse can be used to our advantage. Some other time I'll come with the story. If you like this story, please give a feedback to me. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get the updates. Till then, thank you very much. See you once again with another story. Namaste.